Hey friends, it's Takideris. So I wanted to use my platform to finally talk about why Pokemon is satanic and evil. And I've come to this epiphany through the power of my faith and realizing that Pokemon is satanic and has a lot of evil entities in it. At least according to this preacher.
It's a lightning bolt, and it's the Satanic Z. The Pokemon trading card game is a new collectible card game that is made and distributed by Wizards of the Coast. What is a wizard? Male practitioner of black magic. Gotta catch 'em all. You don't need mom, you don't need dad, you don't need grandparents, and you probably don't even need a church.
Okay, so thanks to the power of TikTok, I was able to find this gem of a footage from the late 90s of this preacher talking about why Pokemon is satanic. As a little kid, you don't really think about this stuff, you just live in the moment and you're just enjoying Pokemon just like I did. But adults do what they do best, which is all talk and overcomplicate everything. And just like anything that starts blowing up, it is immediately met with criticism, and Pokemon was no exception. Oh man, I am so excited to show you this. Let us all join for the mass to learn about the word of Pokemon.
Pokemon. Pocket monster. The spiral.
Hey, Poliwhirl.
And it stands for what? Male fertility. It's supposed to be able.
Huh? Male fertility? What? When was this a thing? The spiral is a symbol of male fertility. I have never even learned this in my life. Male fertility. Thank you, internet.
Able to mesmerize and hypnotize its enemies. This character over here is called Mewtwo. Every time that you see Mewtwo, he's in this pose. 3 fingers. It means hail Satan. Cute little one.
The mind sees what it wants to see.
Everybody go. Oh, come on. His tail. It's a lightning bolt. And it's the Satanic Z.
Okay, I know that Pokemon is like the highest grossing anime of all time, but he's giving like way too much power in it. The real power is in that mullet.
The Pokemon trading card game is a new collectible card game that is made and distributed by Wizards of the Coast. What is a wizard? Male practitioner of black magic.
I guess he could argue that for me, ever since I was a child, Pokemon has implanted a seed in my head that has only grown more over the years, where I have spent all my money and time on Pokemon merch, cards, plushies, events, the Pokemon Go app. Oh my god, the amount of money and time I have spent on this app. You want to know what other app I've been spending my time on? A game made by the creators of, get this, Genshin Impact, and that is the game Honkai Star Rail. Now I get it, there are a lot of different types of games being shouted out on this platform, like everyone just saying, oh, you should download this and you should play this, and for me, I get a lot of different requests for a lot of different games, and if there's a game where I'm just like, then I'm not gonna play it. And so all of the shoutouts and games that I do, I want it to actually legitimately be a good game. And Honkai Star Rail is actually a really good game. And that's not just being said by me. I mean, I did see that it was legitimately voted like the best game in the App Store of 2023. I could sit here all day to tell you guys of how great the graphics are, but I feel like the footage that you're seeing right now just kind of speaks for itself. It definitely looks good, the characters look solid, and so does this world called Penacony? I can't pronounce it, but that's besides the point. If I'm going to be using these 60 seconds talking about a sponsor, I might as well make it a good one. And that is why I am telling you right now that if you want to explore new worlds and enjoy an aesthetically pleasing game, download Honkai Star Rail in the description below.
Oh, I know, he's cute, isn't he? Little satanic tail with the camera.
Yes, Pikachu is very cute with his little satanic tail.
Get a view of that. These pocket monsters are creatures that inhabit the world with humans. Gotta catch 'em all. You don't need mom, you don't need dad, you don't need grandparents, you don't need aunts and uncles, you don't need school, and you probably don't even need a church.
Aw man, you really got me there. An anime about an underage kid who goes out into the world and does crazy shit? Never seen that before. What a terrible hairstyle. Okay, first off, there have been plenty of cartoons where the main protagonist was a child and goes out on their own to explore the world. Characters that I'm pretty sure were younger than Ash. Like, how old was Dora? Like 5? These shows did not make me want to leave my parents and run away. If anything, I was a pretty introverted kid, scared to go outside, so I just like vicariously lived the experiences that I wish I could through these cartoons. I just thought that they were cool. For some reason, people just don't take things simple and they don't want things to be simple. They have to put meaning in everything.
Because you're a master. This rap song that's played over again. And it says, I will travel across the land searching far and wide each Pokemon to understand the power that's inside. And then it's enchanted to them. Gotta catch them all. Here's the next character.
Okay, I will admit that Got 'em Catch 'em All was a genius marketing tactic on Pokemon's side because it made everyone and every kid want to buy everything. That's the real power of Pokemon, is that the fact that even today, at 30 years old, I'm still throwing my money at Pokemon merch, especially in Japan. Don't even get me started.
Character, this is Misty. Look at this. If this was actually clear, you'd see that that's a halter top. It stops right there. And she's got short shorts on. She's headstrong and stubborn, constantly arguing with Ash. Typical woman. God forgive me, all right.
Okay, I'll admit that was a pretty funny joke. But other than that, I think he's just bashing on Misty for having like skimpy clothing. Again, kids don't really think about it. I mean, granted, there's plenty of cartoon characters that like just awakened my sexuality. Hello, Kim Possible. Like, yeah, they were very attractive, but it didn't mess us up. You know what messed me up? Lola Bunny from Space Jam. Don't get me started. Now, I know the intentions behind this scene. We all know the intentions. Now, if Misty had done this, okay, I understand. He thinks that the way that Misty was dressing was bad. Oh my god, poor man had no idea of what anime would become later on in life.
Jesse, and the other one's called James. And listen what it says about them. It says, prepare for trouble, make it double. Jesse and James are an evil gang looking to steal rare Pokemon. In the program, they're also prone to cross-dressing.
No.
Wait, did anyone hear that in the background? Hold on, wait, let me play that again.
No.
Any fans of Pokemon, when we were kids, did anyone think that? Did anyone think that? I'm pretty sure we all just knew that that was just the Team Rocket uniform. And even if they were cross-dressing, who cares? Maybe it would have given them more power to their character for all we know. Because does anyone remember the character Him from Powerpuff Girls? One of the most terrifying characters in that series. And also one of the most memorable, if I may say.
And look here, this is Mew over here, M-E-U. He's kind of cute. And this is Mewtwo over here, complete with his satanic salute. And if you notice, that pose is always given with the left hand.
From Mewtwo's perspective, that's his right hand.
618 children had suffered convulsions, vomiting, irritated eyes, and other symptoms after watching Pokemon. There's something unusual about that.
Is it the Porygon episode? I'm pretty sure it's the Porygon episode. I heard was also debunked.
They don't know why it happened. Remember I said that they get their energy through energy balls. Cute little Pikachu, and he's being energized by an energy ball. And now you...
Where? What energy ball? Are you talking about his cheeks? Those are just his cheeks.
Look at the yellow. What do you see?
Lightning bolt.
Lightning bolt.
And look at the other water, fire. Oh, I know where this is going. He's going to talk about the elements, right? That's life. That's literally just what is in the world in real life. So what if it's a symbol? Oh my god. I would honestly love to just have a sit-down interview with this dude and just see if he still thinks this.
Look here. All-seeing eye. Up here is the clenched fist. Symbol for rebellion, anarchy.
This man just sits and tells himself anything. He just...
Powerful witchcraft symbol where my finger is. Down here is another powerful witchcraft symbol. And down at the bottom here, this blue ball down in here is the symbol for energy of water. Earth, wind,
Yes.
and fire, the three basic elements of all witchcraft.
Or it's basic elements outside and everything around you.
The Kadabra character has a pentagram on his forehead. And he has SSS across his chest. Satan's solemn servant.
Oh my god, I wonder how long it took him to think about that one. Oh, Satan's sizzling sausages. No, that won't work. Super satanic symbol. This guy must have had some wild class presentations in school.
Quebec teen stabbed at school over Pokemon cards. This was in Montreal. The woman teacher noticed that they were paying more attention to Pokemon than they were her, so she waited for the deck to get back to this young man, and then she walked over and grabbed that deck out of his hand. He got up and struck her dead in the face with his fists.
This guy is going off and saying like Pokemon is brainwashing and manipulating the kids. Dude, that's exactly what you're doing to these people. What is this group called? The Prophecy something. I'll look it up later.
Remember that the whole goal in all of these role-playing games, and especially in Pokemon, is to become the master.
I feel so bad for every kid of the adults that are at this meeting. You know that after every parent in this room went and probably like threw away and burned all their kids' Pokemon cards. I feel so bad for the kids that were unfortunate to have parents like this. Kids get easily addicted to the newest thing, and in my time, it was Pokemon. In my sister's time, I think it was like Webkins. And then what are kids really into now? Stanley Cups. Guys, I just found a podcast. This is them, I'm pretty sure. And they're still going at it. I mean, their last entry was today, January 23rd, 2024. They mostly just talk about the Bible and a lot of politics as well. Maybe they took a break on trying to relate it to anime or whatever the kids are watching. That's insane. I did not think that people went this far to think that Pokemon was satanic. Harry Potter, I remember that was like a huge thing. I don't know. I feel like this kind of stuff damages the kids more when you tell them these kinds of things. You know, I look at people like this and I always just think, what did you do as a kid? Like, do you just hate fun? Did your parents just not let you have any kind of enjoyment? I mean, they must have, because otherwise you wouldn't be doing this. But I just wonder, what do you do in your spare time rather than just Bible study? If you do Bible study, that's great. But do you just hate anything and all enjoyment? He's going off and saying that Pokemon is brainwashing and manipulating kids. Well, you know what? I'm glad, because Pokemon has taught me a lot of really great life lessons that I've carried on throughout my life. I'll end this video with a verse I know from Matthew 7:7. Ask and you shall receive. But dude, to this preacher, no one asked. Seek and you shall find all the Pokemon.